You ever had a lot of questions? I get a lot all the time. What happened to you saying that you would be there? What happened to you saying us instead of I? And what happened to us? Like, what happened to that sparkle in your eye that shined like diamonds as soon as you laid your eyes on me? Not sure if I do it for you anymore. And you sure don't feel the need to reassure me or my self-esteem, making me want to scream. Suddenly I can't breathe because it's starting to seem as if you don't want me. That you only keep me around for that quick nut. That you only say you love me so I won't dip and cut. That I'm just your sure thing. And I say I want forever. But you confused, like, how you mean? How can I be confused when what I want is directly in front of me? And that's that one.
Wake up every morning reflecting on the night before with a spliff in the pipe so my day is never born. So I get a call from my massa. My massa say, "Can you come in today, boy?" I tell him, "Massa, I ain't got no ride." My master wanna use me as a work toy. Get this, do that, do everything on this list. Even though my days off of the old cotton field where I would just sit there and dream of freedom. My master will kill my vibe. You're coming in late or we terminate nature. But my master is not of a foreign race. He belongs to my people, but with his foreign style, crazy bald head, will follow along the foreign philosophy of life. Even though my master is a man of power, I pity me master. With his power doesn't really mean a thing. It's based on all opinion. And it comes from all of who he knows. It's not of what he knows. So my master is a man of foreign ignorance, in which my physical being be distant from him. From the atrocities behind his leadership, my master is no master at all. And I'm done.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was fire.
Have you awoken? We tend to ignore or avoid things. That's because our minds are asleep. Wake up. 1 in 3 women has been a victim of domestic violence. Black transgender woman found fatally shot in North Charleston. Denali Stuckey, me, number 12. Wake up. 19 out of 22 black transgender people dead. 22 homicides from New Year's until now. Our city has the highest amount of murderers. Are you awake yet? It's time we stop killing each other and start teaching, saving and loving one another. Remember the days where the villagers were allowed to raise a child? The days where the elders could correct you without a frown? Remember the good days when kids could go outside and run around without hearing gun sounds? The days when prayer was allowed, no matter who was around. We took God out of the conclusion and the world went to hell. Now we're protected by masks and the churches aren't even open. What happened to faith? Or did 2020 leave us hoping? All in disgrace.
I'm glad to hear you say Charleston got all these murders, so they be talking about making all bad and shit.
What?
Charleston is bad.
According.
Let me be broken, hurt, and confused. Let me feel that pain. I desire to be misused. Yes, this is the path that I choose because I'm doing what no one else does. I'm looking ahead because in my mind, I've already seen myself breaking bread. I've already toasted my glass and my issues now have become my past. So let me be broken, hurt, and confused. Let me feel that pain. I care to be misused because I'm no longer the puppet, but the puppeteer. I can tell you're not stupid because you now have the look of fear. You're realizing that I used you to get here. You weren't blindsided. You just forgot to rehearse. And don't think I forgot about your curse because it's just like karma. It will come back 10 times worse. So let me be broken, hurt, and confused. Let me feel that pain. But I will no longer be misused.
Yeah, I eat that bitch.
Yes.
Are we ready? All right. Why I write? I write because that's how I speak. I write because it's a better way for you to know me. I write because without a pen, I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. I write because it's my way of taking a stand. Yes, I write. Because poetically, I'm a beast. And you can ask my ex-men because even in the past, I was inspiring. I write because the words are given to me. I write because that's the way I can govern you. See, I write because I'm passing out emotions mentally. Poem. I write because it's my anchor and it's my ship. And sometimes I gotta sit still and sometimes I gotta dip. This is why I write. This is why I write. This is why I write. I write because I spent most of my life emotionally silent. And writing my words are like coming out of the darkest closet of depression and anger and personal slander. So I write because my pen to me is like Thor and his hammer, connected. I write so that I won't choke on my emotions. I write because my words flow like a lyrical ocean. Yes, I write. Because serial killing can't be a hobby. I write because it keeps me balanced walking through my mental lobby. Yes, I write. Because I read like a book lover and a combination of words come up like a different hustle. I write so my ancestors can breathe. I write poetry for you and me. I write because it's my freedom speech. And it ain't a nigga out here who can stop me but me from writing, from speaking, from growing. So I write to free my mind. I write to free you mentally because some of y'all are still behind. Yes, I write. So you can feel Georgia's dome. I write poetry because that's the way my pen roam. And I wrote I can be. So I'm living out my words showing you that I can be anything. I can be poetry. So I write so you can know me. Peace.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes. I don't got
All
enough
that.
gas. Where's the stuff? Boom.
Everything.
Shit.
This is why she's Georgia and Nubia. This is
Fuck my
why
whole poem up.
she is.
No, just because you smiled at George's dome. I know.
Enough credit. There, I said it. We were taught to wear these crowns but still have to go out and get it. And we're loud and bold and we're considered bitches. And if we're too quiet, we must be mischievous. It's crazy because we're the ones that's putting one another down. Oh, did you see Brianna fake Birkin? Yeah, ladies, we could be some clowns. No matter our paths, we're running the same race. If it's not us, we know it's our daughters, our sisters next to face the reality that we made it easy for the men. Let's not pretend they became stay-at-home dads while we're working 2 jobs and left to fend. They became dependents to the woman they so love. They filled us out with a repeating cycle. Sisters, you better buy your own glove. We have been beaten by the men who can't understand why or how a woman could lead. We have raised our sons to be entitled, and now we're stuck. Queens left to raise kings. But how could a queen raise a king? Because we're stuck to do everything.
Yes.
Ma'am.
I know, I'm sorry, men. Sorry, men.
No,
Sorry.
look here. You taught me something. You taught me something. The winds of change are calling upon me as we speak. Love has no longer become a myth to me, but now, love is an entity that moves me closer towards my life's ambition. This entity has taught me 3 words for its longevity. Pride. Take pride in the ones you love. Let that person know that your world doesn't make sense without them. Dedication. Dedicate yourself to whatever you can continually embrace the entity's essence. Be in that person's life for the better. Commitment. Commit to your loved one through the good times, as well as the dark. Commit your heart's desire to the one you love and to their happiness. These words will create an everlasting entity.
All right.
Yes. Speaking poetically.
Soul surfing. The sun's rays stray just to find me, shining bright, clear, iridescent light upon my brow. There are no frowns to be found, and yet there she is, my soul, just basking in wet, like she's been through God's laundromat of life, no spin cycle included. The stress of her life being diluted, so now she must wring her lingering insecurities out by hand and place them on the rack to dry. And that's that one. I got shorties today. Oh, shit.
Some may say I have impossible dreams, and some may say I'm just too damn cocky, but I'm not. However, this road less traveled has been rocky. And in my lowest moments where I can't seem to follow my creeds, all I hear is Rocky. And it's like he's talking to me. So I begin to push back and fight like Creed. But see, this time, I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my dreams. I'm fighting for a legacy. Because when I jumped and my stomach dropped, I looked up realizing now I can't stop. And as I'm reaching for my parachute, I'm reaching and I'm pulling. I'm pulling and I'm reaching. And a bunch of words started falling out. And I asked myself, what am I supposed to do with these? One said faith, and one said believe. And there were two floating that said trust me. So I took faith and I stood on it. And I took belief and I held it over my head. And I looked at that two floating, trust me. And I did that. And the belief turned into parachutes. And my face turned into a magic carpet carrying me places far beyond my dreams. It's like this fall became a first class journey, and I won't stop believing because I'm trying to hold on to my feelings. And when I safely landed here in Charleston, you know, the Emerald City, to me, the city of dreams. My faith outlined the way for me, and my gifts started to work for me. And I started to live, not just in my home, but I lived in my gifts. And I knew no matter what, I knew then that I would win, because I am Georgia, and this is my heart. Accept me as I am, because you can't tear me apart. And some may say that I have impossible dreams, and some may say that I'm just too damn cocky, but I'm not. However, this dream is something I can't stop, because Jakayla is mocking me, and Zion is watching me, because on the low I do it for the children to see. More than a weed smoking auntie. I need them to see me living and dreaming and being the best of every part of me. And I need them to know that their dreams are the way to go. And when that vision gets cloudy, just remember it's a smoke screen trying to distract you from your dream. But keep pushing for the things that make you feel right within. Because going against yourself, it is a major sin. But you got to look inside yourself, because all your answers are there. And you got to believe in yourself. So you really won't need to believe from anyone else. And I promise you, when you jump, it'll be the best life ever. Peace.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Y'all,
Period.
Ma'am.
this one over here crying. They can't.
Ma'am.
Pretty damn, pretty do. Pretty was the relationship between me and you. And at least it was in front of all who may have had a view. You asked for change, and when I did, you said I was not the same. You clung to me like a weed, and yet I was willing to bleed. You fought with me to keep me close, and when I laughed with another was when you loved me the most. You're my only air supply. Without you, I just might die. This is hard for me to admit because for some odd reason, you think that I'm a nigga that would quit. So, pretty damn, pretty do, pretty was not the relationship I had with you. Pretty.